Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of the Adamant chunk account, where hopefully we can get some more tasks done and get out of Lumbridge soon. Today we're gonna be focusing on getting 40 attack, 35 cooking, 25 fishing, 40 range, and 62 thieving. We're gonna keep the fire making, fletching, and wood cutting grind for a later time. So let's get on started with these tasks. If we get 40 range, we're also gonna get the Adamant throwing axe and the offhand throwing axe, get the wizard roughed up from an imp, and hopefully get a clay drop. Once we complete all of our tasks, we'll be able to do what's called as chunk rolling, which I didn't really explain in my first episode, but as you can see we have chunks 1 to 4 marked, and I'm gonna randomly select one of them once we complete all the tasks in our chunk, so we can complete the tasks in those chunks and then keep moving forward. So we'll see what Lady Luck has for us later in the account. I really want to start moving west towards the Wizard Tower, but we'll see what RNG has for us. So here we are, where we left off last episode, getting our clue scroll casket. And as I promised at the very start of the episode, getting our clue. Do a couple of emotes for good luck, see what we're getting, do a nice little twirl, spin to win. And we open the casket and it's nothing. No rerolls available, so we got a Staff of Fair and some purple sweets. Nothing good for us, nothing that'll really help us. I already had a Staff of Fair, so we are back sad and for more combat. So 38 attack, 28 prayer. Just keep rolling here, getting some nice little levels. 39 attack, we're almost done with the attack grind. And that's level 40 attack. That's all the attack we need to get in this chunk, because now we can wield an adamant weapon. Just killing a few extra goblins so we can round up the constitution, not hit points. This game it's called Constitution. 36. And now we're gonna go visit our good friend Bob. It's a good thing in this game, Bob has weapons up to adamant, which I think it's a really good thing. So that's basically why we need it. We need to get the best in slot in order to complete our chunk. So we're gonna go with Bob. And just we're gonna get the adamant hatchet. We have to equip an adamant weapon. So we're gonna equip the hatchet because then I can use this for wood cutting. I'm not gonna keep training right now, combat, and I wanna keep a little bit of my money right now. So we're just gonna equip an adamant weapon and boom, there we go. Adamant weapon equipped, chunk task completed. And now we need to basically get back to goblins and train ranged. Ranged is kind of annoying since I need to get thrown axes from Bob, but I kind of AFK'd a little bit with Bob. You can get 1 thrown axe every minute, bronze thrown axe. So I just AFK'd there, got a few. And that way we could keep rolling here. So that's level 29 ranged. And the grind continues. 30 ranged. That's a pretty good level for us. We can now equip maple things, but we don't have maple trees in our chunk. So here, as you can see, Bob, basically the bronze items, they restock every minute. At least for the thrown axes. So that's how we got most of our thrown axes. I did buy a little bit of steel and iron, but not too much, since we're a little bit low on money right now. We're gonna get more later on, but I didn't want to grind the fletching right now. That's 31 range, and we keep training prayer as well. 37 constitution, and combat level 43. That's pretty good for only killing goblins. That's a nice 32 ranged. And we'll keep rolling with a nice 33 range. We're getting a lot of charms here. Grapes, a couple runes, a lot of crew scrolls. So hopefully we can maybe try and complete another casket later on. We're also getting a lot of these tiny salvages, which are basically for high alcor selling. So we're gonna get a little bit of money at the end. 30 prayer, that's pretty good. Just from the bones from the goblins. We wanna get to protect prayers pretty quickly. Not necessary right now, but it's always good to have them. 34 ranged. And here we go, that's 35 ranged. Missed the level there by a bit. Now we're starting to be a YouTuber, a RuneScape YouTuber where we miss levels. Just like everybody else. And that's a nice 36 ranged. For a lot of things I might not be showing up the levels, especially when they go up so quickly, but right now they're starting to go slower, so we're probably gonna be showing them. All of them, if not most of them. 38 constitution, that's pretty big for us. And just keep killing goblins, gathering our drops, that's 31 prayer. Pretty good, our prayer keeps going up, 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 up. Towards those protects prayers. And that's level 38 ranged. 45 combat, which is pretty good. Things are starting to roll for us. That 39 rage at 46 combat. And here we're getting another constitution level. So 39 constitution. That's gonna be the last level for us, constitution wise in this grind, since we're about to hit 40. And we're not gonna do any more combat here. So just a couple more goblin kills. There we go. And this is, boom, 40 ranged. We can buy our Adamant throne axes now and complete our chunk tasks. So that's it for goblins. For you, you know, it's just a couple videos. For me, it was like maybe four days at goblins, around that. So yeah, we're running back to our friend Bob. And now we need to focus on, after this we're gonna get some food, and then we need to focus on thieving. On the thieving grind to get 62 thieving. So we can crack a safe open in Mistalin. Or Mistalin, however it's pronounced. So here we're gonna get one of the throwing axes. Boom. There we go. And then the chunk goal is to equip them. So just zoom a little bit. Boom, boom. There we go. Both our Adamant Throne Axes equipped. That's our 40 range goal complete. From that range goal, we got quite a bit of the salvages here. So we are at 3k right now. We're gonna sell this to the shop and see how much we end with. We're gonna go with the assistant and we're just gonna sell it all. I also pick up some iron daggers since they respawned in the hut. They're 75 each, so we're gonna get a little bit of money from that, which is gonna be pretty good. So yeah, salvages were not pretty much, but with the daggers, boom, that's almost 9k. So we got almost 6k in profit here. Just another woodcutting level, level 6 woodcutting. I haven't really recorded woodcutting levels. I've mainly been getting them because I just chop a couple logs to go fish, so I can cook the food right next to the fishing spot. But yeah, the big woodcutting grind is gonna come in later. Right now we're just fishing some crayfish, and we're gonna go for 25 fishing for a pike, and we're also gonna go for 35 cooking in order for us to cook the jug of wine. Make the jug of wine. I guess you don't really cook it, right? So we're gonna focus on fishing here and cooking now. So that's 7. Oh, that's an incidental fire making level, which we're also getting just from making fires to cook the fish in. Couple of crayfish, 26 cooking. It's going pretty quickly. Here I was just testing the master farmers, so that's 39 thieving. He can honestly be pretty slow, I'm not gonna lie. Your odds of stealing from him are pretty low. I was getting maybe about 20k per hour, and it didn't really improve as I leveled. So here we go, 41 thieving, 42 thieving, and here I realized I needed more food, so we're gonna do our fishing and cooking right now. So that's just 19 fishing, and our cooking level here, that's 27 cooking. $28 cooking. Cooking just flies by, especially at these early levels. That's level 20 fishing. And that's 21 fishing. I decided to just power through fishing, so I was banking all the crayfish and I'll just cook them later. 22 fishing. 23 fishing. That's 24 fishing. And that is 25 fishing. So now we can catch a pike. And we have one bait, as you can see. We got that from a woman drop. So there we go. We caught a pike. That's our 25 fishing goal completed. And now we can just cook all of our fish. So cooking is going to be pretty quickly here. That's 29. That's 30. That's 31. We need 35 in order for us to make the jug of wine. That's 32. That's a random fire making level. 9 fire making. Just for making fires. This bank's pretty cool in the market. The bad thing is that you cannot put a fire right beside it. You need to get out of the market. That's 34 cooking. And we almost had the exact amount of fish, but we had to go fish like 10 more to get 35 cooking. Now we put the grapes in the wine. We're gonna make 2 in case one fails. And we're gonna wait for a little bit. And then we're gonna make the jug of wine. And that's basically our chunk requirement for 35 cooking completed. There we go. Successfully made both. So that's pretty good. Now time to keep going on with our grind. Basically we only have thieving left to focus on for this episode. Oh, here I died. I was doing low health thieving, so we just lost hardcore, but that wasn't the point of the account. The point was to just go as an Ironman. So that's 46 thieving. We're doing low health because you get hit less. So you get hit like 30 plus 3% of your health. So if I'm low health, I get hit like low 30s instead of getting hit 60s when I fail. So we need less food. 80s, I mean, yeah, you get hit way more. That's 51 thieving. This Master Farmer grind from 38 to 62 took a couple of days as well. He hits really often. I'm only getting like 20k per hour, which means I'm only getting like 500 successful pickpockets per hour, which is pretty low. It's pretty low. So 54 thieving, 55 thieving. I cannot tell you how many times I died. I think I died maybe like 15, 20 times. It was crazy. That's 56 thieving. We need to get 62, 57 thieving. The seeds are gonna be helpful for farming. I don't really know how farming works. I know there's a patch right beside Lumbridge Castle, so if I roll it, I'm gonna have to level with raking and plant something. I don't know. I guess we're gonna see if we roll it. That's 60 thieving. That's 61 thieving. And that's 62 thieving. Completed here at Master Farmers. And there's a safe. There's plenty of safes here in Mistalin, so we're gonna just crack this safe. I am gonna speed up the footage. I'm gonna just make some video cuts here. This took 5 minutes to open. 5 long minutes. But we completed it. We completed the thieving requirement from the chunk. And that's fantastic. Thieving requirement complete. And here is something we missed in this chunk. I couldn't find the recording for this, but we got the wizard roughed up from an imp drop. And we also got clay that we made soft clay for our goals. So that's fantastic. So in this chunk, we completed our 40 attack goal of equipping an adamant weapon. We made a jug of wine with 35 cooking. We caught a pike with 25 fishing. We got our adamant items with 40 range. We cracked the safe with 62 thieving. That's a big one. We bought our adamant throne axes, which we equipped them. We got a wizard roughed up, which we equipped even though we didn't really need to. And we got the just add water, which is making soft clay. So we only have 60 fire making, 60 fletching, 70 wood cutting, and buy the leaf bladed weapon, which is 31k, but we're gonna make a lot of money from selling fletched items to the shop. So yeah, please join me all next week when we tackle on the wood cutting, fletching, fire making grind. That's gonna take a while. I'm gonna post the video next week as well. And hopefully after that we're gonna roll a new chunk. We have 4 options and we're gonna get into these options and we're gonna discuss what's interesting about them in the next chunk roll. So yeah, thanks for watching. If there's any suggestions, things I can improve, please let me know. I'm not an expert video maker by any means. I'm a noob, if I'm gonna say this. I don't edit really often, so I know this is not gonna be perfect. But if there's any suggestions that I can apply, just let me know and we'll work on those. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all next week with another episode of the Chunk Locked Ironman account. Bye bye.